Time for my 144th John Carpenter game, Want to Be Millionaire, the Australian First Edition for the DVD. And you've said this in so many games, but I consider the Australian versions of the UK counterparts a lot easier, a bit easier actually than the British counterparts. So, okay. Which state or territory is the town of Alice Springs? New South Wales, Northern Territory, South Australia, Western Australia. That'd be the Northern Territory.
That's great. It's the right answer. Have a look at question number 2. It's worth $200.
With which French bit was Kylie Minogue romantically linked in 2003? David Ginola, Gerard Depardieu, Olivier Martinez, Eric Cantona. That'd be Olivier Martinez.
No problems there. It's correct.
I'm trying my hardest not to say the Cantona incident, because Eric Cantona's best known for it.
Here's question number 3. It's worth $300.
Equal to about 6 million miles is the measure of distance called the light. Day, week, month, year. That'd be the light year.
Excellent. It's the right answer. Remember, a wrong answer here and you will leave with nothing. I'm sure that won't happen. Question number 4.
Which U.S. tennis champion was once married to the actress Brooke Shields? Pete Sampras, Jimmy Connors, Andre Agassi, John McEnroe. That'd be Andre Agassi.
That's correct. Well,
Other main tree, John McEnroe was married to Tam O'Neill, actually. So
get the next question correct and you will leave with at least $1,000. Good luck. Here comes question number 5.
all right. GDP stands for what domestic product? Cotton, gross, general, gross. That'd be gross domestic product.
Yes, that's the right answer. You've reached the first milestone. That's $1,000. Have a look at question 6. It could double your money to $2,000. Which artist performed at the 2001 Oscars wearing a costume that resembled a swan? Bob Dylan, Whitney Houston, Bjork, Steve
Maybe Bjork. And you're wondering why I was talking my school. I'm trying to get the image in my fucking head of either Bob Dylan or Steve Martin in a swan costume. Whitney Houston I could get, but Bob Dylan and Steve Martin, hell no.
Here comes a question. 7 out of a possible 15. It's worth $4,000. Good luck. What colour is something described as verdant? Green, violet, vermilion.
That'd be
gold.
green, but mine going straight to verde being green.
Absolutely
I think
spot
verde
on.
is
Well done.
green in Spanish, so.
Okay, if you choose the right answer to the next question, you can double your money to $8,000. Let's have a look at question 8 of 15.
Okay.
In which US city's harbour did a famous Tea Party take place? Charleston, New York, Baltimore,
That'd be Boston. You're banned in
No
Boston.
problems there. That's the right answer. The jumps are starting to get a lot bigger now. Here is question 9 for a possible $16,000. Who was the title character in Shakespeare's play The Merchant of Venice? Shylock, Bassanio, Portia.
That'd be Antonio. I'm pretty sure there's a very similar question in the Family Picture Edition game, which I think 100% copied in between two games. Across both games. Yeah. If you want to talk about games that use a lot of questions, Australia might be the best, might be downright worst at it.
Wrong, and you lose $15,000. Get it right, and you win $32,000 guaranteed.
Okay.
Brucellosis is a disease found primarily in which type of animals? Birds, reptiles, cattle.
The big cattle.
Well played. You're absolutely right. Question number 11 is worth $64,000. You would still walk away with $32,000 even if you get it wrong. Let's hope you don't.
Okay.
What instrument does a campanologist study or play? Drums, gong, bells, cymbals.
A campanologist plays bells in Victoria. That's remind me that a campanologist plays bells and that Bells Beach is in Victoria.
Absolutely spot on, well done. The next question is worth a whopping $125,000. It's number 12 of 15. Take your time. It's a lot of money.
Okay.
Which flower belongs to the genus Helianthus? Sunflower, buttercup, chrysanthemum, marigold.
That'd be sunflower. For the record, I pronounce it chrysanthemum, not what Eddie said. Not chrysanthemum, I say chrysanthemum, which is the Japanese flower. And this one's actually probably one of the easier ones for 125. Because helio being sun, so...
Right, now just relax and take your time. The next question is number 13 of a possible 15. If you answer and you're wrong, you will drop back to $52,000. Here's the question for $250,000.
Okay.
The two types of condor are the Andean and the what? Mexican, Colombian, Californian, American.
That'd be the Californian condor.
Well played. You're absolutely
I've said this a
right.
couple times before, but the rarest $500 question I've seen for a long time, it was the capital of Prussia, which has happened, I think,
This
3 or
is
4 times so far,
very,
but it's
very
some sort
serious.
of
You
some
are
sort of
only two
tomb,
correct answers away
and it
from
was
winning
carved in,
$1
but age range you want you
million.
to ask. I think that one is
If you're
C.
wrong
I think I had that
answer,
only
you will
once in
lose
the first 50, and
$218,000.
yeah, it's that rare to be honest. So,
Have a look at question number 14 and think very carefully about what you want to
okay.
do. Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell are the star in a 2005 film based on which 1960s TV show? I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched, The Munsters, The
That'd be
Sultans.
Bewitched, and it was 2006, not 2005. I'm trying to hold my laughter back, 'cause I think oftentimes I've got a special term for male lobster. I think most of the time, I think it's happened 6 times, I think about half the time. This question preceded it. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to predict it. I'm going to say
Fantastic! You've played a
Arrow
brilliant
Mage be
game
the
so
first
far,
tongue of Jesus
and now
Christ.
have $500,000. But we would really like to give
Okay.
you $1 million. Take as long as you need. Here comes the $1 million question. Between 1956 and 1960, which soccer team won the first 5 European Champions Cups? Manchester United, Ajax Amsterdam, Bayern Munich,
That beat Real Madrid and won it. And it was a Benfica from Portugal that snapped it in 61 and 62. So.
You could have walked away with $500,000. Instead, you'll be walking away with $1 million. That's the right answer. Fantastic. What a tremendous game. All 15 questions answered correctly. Well done. You are a virtual millionaire. Well done, and thank you for playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I didn't realize that there's a bit of a considerable gap actually between where the Australian edition is and the next closest, which I think at the time of recording this video, it's the third edition PS1 game, 159 games, I believe. That being said, Thanks for watching.